Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. Yes, we are back with
Let's
episode.
flip and go.
Who are you, and what have you done with Dane?
I grew a foot.
You are not supposed to be
Weigh
here
100
yet.
pounds heavier, and I still run faster mile than him.
You have a 15-second thing at the end of the episode. Why are you here right now? Florida man jokes with Jack. Why?
Because I offer free food.
That is true.
Free housing.
That is true. Free housing and free food down
And free
in Florida.
sunshine.
If you need it. Sunshine is free as well. Also the occasional hurricane. But yes, the Jokes with Jack is on the podcast this week. And unfortunately, Dane is still in Missouri. So we'll be hearing in from him with some voice memos. We got a good episode in for you today. And yeah, who knows what's about to happen here.
Dude, it's time to wet your socks and sit back and relax. Let's go.
Did not expect that. So yeah, this is episode 148 of the Until Next Week podcast.
We're so back.
Welcome back to episode 148 of the Until Next Week podcast. And not Dane, it's Jack, and he just popped open his Sprite.
It ain't Mountain Dew,
yeah,
but it's flowing through my veins.
Yeah, I got a Coke as well. I've not opened it yet, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and I'll just open it just to get it done with, just for fun. Oh, there you go. And why are we here, Jack? Why are you here, and why have you taken Dane's spot today?
Well, it's been 6 years since I've seen you, and I said I've had about enough.
Not long enough. Not long enough.
Yeah, I've had about enough. My nuggets have been Wait,
what? What?
My nuggets have been frying in the oven for far too long.
Okay,
in these 6 years,
did not know where you're going with that metaphor, so I'm glad you took it that way. Nice. Yeah, it is. Has been a while. We have. I guess we met back at camp, Kanakuk, specifically back in like 15. Give or take, as campers. Wee lads, you were a lot less muscular than you are now. I was swimming a lot more, but hey, look at us.
You were a lot leaner than I was.
Yes.
Let's just say I ate way too much food at camp.
Yeah, you did. You took care of the free food. We do have some pictures from back in that day, and you've had a nice transformation. The Biggest Loser really helped.
I'm still pasty.
Yeah.
Why did you let me come on this?
It was part of the deal where you gave me the free housing,
the free food
for like the few days while I'm in Florida, and you're like, in the free food as well. And you're like, hey, I just need to be on the pod. I know usually you bleep me or censor me, but this is my one opportunity to be on here without Michael being on here, without Dane being on here. Ooh. I think that was your exact words.
Well, I have big shoes to fill with Michael and Dane not being here.
Yeah. So if Michael pops in at any moment, I honestly would not be surprised. You never know where that man is, but we do got Jack. So it should be a good episode for you today. We'll dig into that a little bit more here shortly, but I'll get into some updates from the week besides being in Florida. One of which went to see one of our old friends in concert last week. Yes, I saw Lecrae.
Oh, let's
shout
go.
out. Yeah.
God is enough.
God is enough. You know it. He was in Springfield, Missouri doing a concert. I think I mentioned it last week. But it was like a really small venue, and they did a really bad job at promoting this concert. So there was not a lot of people. So I got to be like right up front, which was nice because when you're tall, you can only see so much. Stunk for the people behind me, but he did like a lot of his new music, did like a couple old songs, which are like always a vibe because I actually know the words to those. And overall, it was a very solid time. But I am kind of an old man once again because being so close, they have speakers that are very loud. And by the end of the concert, I'm like, I think I might have lost my hearing in my left ear.
Well, and you are a skyscraper, so
yeah,
standing up there in the stratosphere, you're probably closer to all the speakers than everyone else.
The speakers were hanging from the ceiling, but it was right in my face, basically at the same time. For everybody else, you're fine, but basically, as soon as that concert ended, I bought concert earplugs, so that will be me at future concerts because I think for legitimately 2 or 3 days.
Remember to bring your cane.
My cane?
Your cane, because you're an old man.
That is true. I could probably sneak some snacks in there, maybe some Smarties. I think I put that at the end of the cane, and that could be pretty nice. And then it'll be a sugar cane.
And then the next concert, you'll have your little walker with the tennis balls at the bottom.
Yeah. It's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it quite a bit.
Samuel's demanded like 5 cups of coffee today, and I just think he's nearing 60 very soon.
But as you get older, a lot of times they're like, you got to drink decaf. I'm still doing the full thing. I'm still going full caffeine. I feel good. Feel that ice in my veins or caffeine, as they would say. And yeah, I'm doing well for the most part. Besides being deaf and not riding roller coasters and everything else I do that an old man does, include going to Florida to vacation.
Yes. How do you like your coffee?
I mean,
Just like your women?
I don't want to go down this
No,
route.
just kidding.
I like a little bit of milk in there and a little bit of honey, but
Oh boy.
I don't go overly aggressive with that, so we'll keep it there. Why did I have you on this podcast?
I have to give this shout out first to Michael Fuller.
I knew you would say that. I knew your shout out. Their first one would be
shout
Michael.
out, Michael Fuller. We're recording this. I'm sorry, it's October 24th. I know it'll say October 27th, but October 24th is a special day for Michael and I.
What did you guys do on the 24th?
Nothing. Even though we talk countless hours on the phone.
Yeah.
October the 24th is a very important day in the lore of Lord of the Rings.
Of course.
It is
we are surrounded. We are in like an office area of Dane, or not. I keep calling you Dane. I'm not used to this. Jack's home, and there are a lot of the Lord of the Rings type books in here. I don't know if there's any Lord of the Rings specifically, but it has that kind of.
There's two
vibe.
Right now, holding my microphone closer to
Those
my
are Lord of the
noggin.
Rings. I thought you had Twilight books.
No,
I know you're a big fan of those vampires.
I do like vampires,
Yes.
but Twilight is subpar. If you like vampires, go watch Vampire Diaries.
Okay.
That is a top tier quality show.
You heard it here first.
I'm kind of getting off the Lord of the Rings, but I'm sidetracking.
You're allowed to do that
Okay.
on this podcast. Yeah.
Oh,
You've heard it before.
sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. If you're going to go watch vampires, go watch Vampire Diaries. Whoa.
So you don't.
The Lord is among us.
The sound you just heard, Jack, will not be heard by everybody else.
dang
So
it.
just ignore it. Nothing happened. Just so you know.
Back to what I was saying.
Yes.
If you want to have a blood-sucking time, ooh.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Go watch Vampire Diaries.
Okay.
I was skeptical at first because I just thought it was just like Twilight. Twilight books I've heard okay, never read them, but the movies, trash can emoji.
Yeah.
Shout out Dane.
So you're big into vampires and everything?
Oh, I like vampires.
Yeah. And you are a Christian, right?
Well,
I think just want to confirm.
yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay. Good.
It's okay.
Good. Just in case.
People on this podcast can enjoy mythological things. Vampires, a Cowboys Super Bowl.
I knew you'd go that route too. So predictable, but it was also great. I knew it. I can read your mind.
read
I know
my
what's
mind.
going to be said. I know the jokes with Jack. I know.
We haven't seen each other in
you in
6
years. I know what
golly.
you're going to say. This is perfect.
Thank you, Marco Polo, for keeping our friendship alive.
Yeah, I guess I have seen you in that way. So yeah, shout out Marco Polo, the app.
Anyways, this is a very long side tangent. I'm super sorry, people.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You're the one that's going to be tired tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it is. Well, you're the one that sleeps in.
Yeah, that's why I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I Garmin has been saying I get like 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, you need to fix your Garmin or fix your sleep schedule.
Anyways, Vampire Diaries, go watch it. When I started dating my wife, she was like, let's watch Vampire Diaries. And well, I just started dating her. So I was like, sure, I'll watch any movie or any show you want to because you're in the honeymoon phase of the dating. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just going to say, like, including Love is Blind, which we'll get into shortly. We'll get into shortly.
Oh, mama.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was hooked after the second episode of Vampire Diaries. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It has a great love triangle. It'll keep you on the edge of your seat. It's not just mushy gushy love stuff like cringe Twilight.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend anyone to at least give it a try. It's
Okay.
awesome.
Nice. I like The Office, so if you don't want to watch Vampire Diaries, go that route.
Yes.
Really quick, the other parts of the Lecrae concert, besides me being an old man and hearing just some classic songs by Lecrae, I also got to meet Torey Deshawn, who was one of his openers, and he wasn't supposed to be there, but he's a member of Indie Tribe, which if you follow the
Holy
Christian...
smokes.
Yeah,
What?
shout out. If you follow the Christian rap scene, it's one of the biggest like Christian rap groups nowadays, and they're just like so dope, and I was super surprised he was there, but he's also from like East St. Louis, so we can relate and how we grew up, obviously. So I got to get a picture with him afterwards, which was pretty cool. And then he also said he liked my hoodie. So I'm like, or not my hoodie, my Lecrae jersey. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty sweet, isn't it?
Nice.
So I feel like we're friends now. So that's a major plus in my life. So
Since I've never been to St. Louis, what's the difference in East St. Louis, West St. Louis, North, South, and Central?
it's really just East St. Louis and then the rest of St. Louis. And if you're in the rest of St. Louis, you should be able to go on with your daily life. And if you go to East St. Louis, you might not make it out alive.
Ooh. Is that right on the border of
it's
Illinois?
when you cross the Mississippi River, you're in the East St. Louis. Used to be a vibing place, but then they kind of let it go to ruins, and all the people who had money decided to go to St. Louis across the river, and then that area became a very poor community, unfortunately, and then crime began to run rampant, and now it's not a safe place.
Along the Mississippi River of the US of A?
Yes, but it's in Illinois. So shout out to Missouri. Missouri side is dangerous, but less dangerous, but you go to the Illinois side, and just Illinois is just not a good state. So
that's tragic.
But if you're an Illinois listener, we love you, and please don't leave us less than 5 stars, and please keep listening. You're all awesome.
If you're looking for hope out there, go listen to the Until Next Week podcast. Start with episode 1, and you'll feel your life being transformed.
Yeah, you'll be like, what is this? And eventually it gets better. Just like your own life. Whatever it is, it will get better.
If I had to highlight like one of the most transformational parts of this podcast, it definitely has to be when Dane went on his rant about Scar being the king of Pride Rock.
That was early.
This
has been a very impactful podcast for you.
Very impactful podcast. I stand up to that. Anytime someone says that The Lion King is awesome, I immediately come at them with facts that Dane has equipped me with.
That's really important.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing your service.
We've been jumping around like crazy. I didn't even finish my Lord of the Rings reference.
Do you want to get back to that, or do you want? We can.
I'll finish it.
You can finish it really quick, and then we'll get into Florida a little bit.
As these Lord of the Rings books raise the mic up to my noggin.
Yes.
October the 24th is an important day because it is when Frodo and the Fellowship, before they became the Fellowship, arrived safely in Rivendell. Well, actually not arrived. Technically, when Frodo awoke and Gandalf welcomed him into Rivendell, knowing that all is safe after the first part of the epic adventure.
Yeah.
And he says, it's October the 24th, if you'd like to know. And so that's for not Dane. That is for Michael.
Yeah. And any other fans? I'm sure there's other fans out there. Yeah.
Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
I've seen Lord of the Rings. It's been a while. I do have the Blu-ray extended disc that I need to watch at some point, but I've also had them for 4 years and I've not watched them yet.
Bring back Blu-ray and digital discs.
I probably won't come back to see you anytime soon, so I'm not going to bring it back.
Well, we already told you I need to come out to Missouri.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Yes.
And then you could be on the episode with actually Dane there. And honestly, if that's happening, then we'll probably need to get Michael in the mix. And that might be the last episode we ever do because I don't know if I can bleep that many parts of an episode.
Yeah. Can your computer run a 5-hour program?
I guess we'll see.
That's a flipping long time.
Yeah. I mean, right now I got 30. No, that's not 30. We got 16 hours of space to work with. So we should be able to finish tonight, which is a plus. You're
telling us that we can listen to the podcast or record the podcast and watch all of the extended Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit films while we do it.
At the same time. That's actually why I made sure we had 16 hours left. So I'm glad you caught on to that. So shout out to you.
Have you ever done a marathon?
Running?
No.
Because no, I'm not crazy.
No.
That's Dane's job. That's not my job.
With cancer.
Yes.
Like movies or shows. Like watched in succession a ton of them.
What you mean by marathon? Like how much? The first thing that comes to mind is when I was, I think, a little kid, I was watching Bob the Builder on TV, and I believe my mom was like, hey, as soon as Bob the Builder's done, you have to stop watching television and like do whatever. And I was like, okay. And then I guess it was a Bob the Builder marathon that day, so I watched TV for a long time. I was 17 years old.
What was the song? Bob the Builder.
Can we fix it? Bob the Builder. Yes, we can. Scoop, Muck and Dizzy and Rolly too. Lofty and Windy join the crew.
I was super big into those.
Something is something is
Bud. I don't know that part.
Working together like good friends should.
You have
I think that was just a random guess. I don't know.
You have a way better memory than I do. I remember watching.
I watched the marathon that day, of course.
Of course. Did he fix it ever?
No, that's why they had so many seasons.
Speaking of
what we're saying, like the marathon, like how long did you actually think?
Yeah, like
is it like it would have to be at least 3 movies to be considered a marathon?
I think it has to be at least 6 hours of succession if any sort of.
So 1.5 Lord of the Rings extended movies is a marathon?
Yes, pretty much.
That's wild.
I would consider you're starting a marathon of sorts.
I probably have at some point in my life. It's definitely been a while, at least movie-wise. TV, I've knocked out a ton of episodes in a row and I've probably got close to it. Movies, I rarely watch back-to-back. I knew I was a part of a movie marathon that I didn't really watch that much of, but a few years ago, some of the K-Life leaders got together and did like a full day marathon, I think, of all the Harry Potter movies, which that's a lot of movies.
Yes,
That's like 20-ish hours. And I think they started like bright and early in the morning and basically just went back to back to back to back for basically the entire day. I think I hung out for like a couple hours and I was like, I'm good. You keep watching this.
2 points on that. First off, Harry Potter's awesome.
Yes.
And my friends did that one time.
Yeah.
Where they watched all of them. And they also did that with Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think it takes exactly 23 hours and 51 minutes to watch
all the TV shows?
Yeah, all the episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is crazy. Second point, which one of the Harry Potter movies is your favorite?
I think they kind of get better as they go along, honestly.
Okay.
I kind of like when it gets all dark and crazy and they bring the bald guy out, that villain.
Goblet of Fire.
I think Voldemort. I think that's it. Yeah. Don't say his name though. So I think
fear of the name only increases fear of the thing itself. Hermione said that. Yeah. All your Harry Potter fans out there.
I don't think I have like a specific like favorite, but I think as it goes along, I do enjoy the ones where it's like more intense, more like in like
camping,
not intrigue, but it's like, hey, what's going to happen next? Like, camping,
intense. Got him.
So my other updates. So yeah, we're in Florida. Pretty awesome. I mentioned before, Love is Blind. Yes, it is. And I've never watched it until I came to Jack's home.
I never watched it either.
Oh, sure.
I really
You've
didn't.
never watched it. And that's why we watched like back-to-back episodes.
No,
and I'm like,
podcast.
What is this trash TV?
No. Podcast, listen right now.
Yeah.
I will come home and walk in the door and my wife is watching some new reality show. It's hilarious and it's funny because she gets sucked in and then I deny
What's
that.
funny? People finding love?
Well, no. The fact that I deny that I'll get sucked in, I end up sitting there for 3 hours getting sucked in.
We did have some good conversations about it. Not me and you, me and your wife, because you were on your phone.
You were talking with my wife?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You were between us. It was okay.
Lauren, are you listening?
But it's okay. You're in the middle. And we're talking about Love is Blind. You know, why not? But yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen the show People Out in the World, but it is insane, and people just don't see each other, and they're like, will you marry me? And they are looking at a blank screen, and the person's like, yes, and then they see each other, and then 30 minutes later in the episode, they start breaking down tears. It's like, I don't actually want to marry you, and deep down, I think they're like, yeah, they're just not as cute as I thought, because it's called Love is Blind. They see them, and they're like, yeah, would have been better if we were still blind.
I'll tell you a way to make it better. This is what you do. My wife
blood
said
ooth. They have to get
blood
married.
oath.
Yes.
Blood diamond.
Yeah. Oh,
wait.
Shout out.
You know about that with
Ghostrunners.
Yeah. So it was funny is I did that. I paid for my wife's engagement ring.
That's usually what the husband does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By I was about to say donating.
Yeah. No. Keep going. Keep going.
Donating my plasma.
Okay.
And I did do that. And after the first time I donated plasma, I almost passed out in the...
by how much money you got, right?
Yeah.
You're like, wow, this is crazy. Let's go for another round.
Let it rain.
Yeah.
No, but I did that one time. But anyway, no, not a blood oath. I love the pods part because it's so cringy and just ridiculous. But yeah, okay. So it's so easy to just show your best self when you don't have to like actually be in front of like the other person.
Oh, we're talking about Love is Blind again?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
back to Love is Blind.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about my relationship.
Yeah. Good.
No, this is what you do because after they propose, they like then see each other, have this long walk, and then they
just go, start kissing.
Yeah, they just start making out.
You didn't even go for the handshake. You just went straight for the lips.
No. It's just the most awkward, like television I've ever seen.
You were pretty locked in. You were like, nice.
Okay, I won't deny.
Yeah.
I was locked in by how disgusting it was.
Sure.
Hey, well, Samuel said, why don't you stop watching? And I said, it's so bad. And he said, well, you're still watching, which means it's probably doing a good job because it doesn't matter if it's good or bad as long as people are watching. Yeah. But this is what you do to make it better. You don't let them see each other. You don't give them a free vacation to like Cancun.
Yeah, somewhere in Mexico. Yeah.
Or of course.
You go to Branson.
No. You go to Dogwood Canyon.
Shout out to our Branson Canyon friends.
No, you don't go on a vacation because after you see each other and you got the high of seeing the other person, and then like a potential ship. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
And then they give you a free vacation to a super nice place, right? And then after that, then they put you in the apartment to try to like live with each other,
which is really good for relationships.
Yeah. I say skip like right after the pod, propose, right? And then don't let them see each other. Don't let them go on the vacation.
Yeah.
All you do is you have them still blindfolded, saying their vows, get them actually married. Then you stick them in still blood oath.
Good.
You stick them in the apartment or the house or whatever.
Still blindfolded. They've already committed themselves to being married, because if love is truly blind, then they'll make it work. 3 years later, they can take off the blindfolds.
No, that's crazy.
Oh, wait, everything else you're saying is fine. Yeah,
Bird Box, right?
Yeah, I've never seen the movie, but I know the reference.
The fact that people would blindfold themselves and do a Bird Box challenge is ridiculous. Yeah. But anyway, you have them blindfolded, already getting married.
Have 2 kids.
No. Yes, exactly. So
and then they blindfold the kids.
No.
The kids don't get to see anybody for 2 years.
They don't have their own kids. You put them in the apartment or the house, already married. They still have the blindfolds on. Then you throw in like 2 kids that are like their adopted kids. Then you take the blindfolds off and then you say, good luck. And then you walk out. That is Love is Blind. Because then you see if they actually survive.
The kids, no, or the relationship,
all the relationship.
Yeah, That's the
true
best way.
test.
And that's how you fix the foster care system in one reality TV show. So there you go.
Oh boy. But that is my thought to make Love is Blind way better. You just skip all of the fluff of the first meet and greet, the like free vacation, and all of just the potential ships, and go straight to the vows, still blindfolded, and then throw some kids in the mix, and then just say good luck. Yeah. Guarantee you no one's coming out there successful.
That's the best idea I've ever heard. So you should really get that started in Florida, which is again where you live. I did not expect to go down that tangent, but that was good. 1 second. So besides that.
Oh yeah. Are we still on updates?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you go ahead.
That's how it goes.
I need to shut up.
Yeah. And some of this stuff you can easily jump into or whatever else. So today specifically, we decided to kind of go around like the Tampa Bay area because that's where Jack lives. And we were able to like walk on the boardwalk where, again, I didn't really realize, like it's called Tampa Bay. I didn't really realize how big this bay was. Like, I'm like, that looks like an ocean.
Samuel
like, that's
was crazy. Like, is that the ocean?
Well, I mean, it goes on for a very long time. And eventually it does connect to the ocean.
It does.
Like pretty substantially. Because for a second I was like, have you ever walked around this? And I'm like, that was a dumb question. I can't see the other side.
You know, it was a dumb question. Me asking Samuel to play games with me. And by games, I mean, what are the odds? And I'll tell you why, people.
Okay. I mean, that was on my updates you can get to right now.
Oh, wait.
You can explain it right now.
Okay, we're walking.
As we're doing our hot girl walk.
Yes, we were on a hot girl walk.
Yeah.
We were walking pretty fast. We were walking like 4 miles an hour.
Hashtag long legs.
Hashtag daddy long legs.
Yeah, daddy long legs. And then you were trying to stay caught up.
Yeah, no, I can't keep up with Samuel.
Yep.
No, we're on the boardwalk. The boardwalk, Riverwalk.
Yeah, Park Place, yeah.
It's called Bayshore. Sorry. The Riverwalk is a totally separate thing, and I get them so confused in Tampa. Anyway, we're on the Riverwalk, and no, not Riverwalk.
It's a bay.
Bayshore. Dang it.
Bay. It's a Baywalk.
It's a Baywalk.
Baywatch.
Baywatch
is what we were doing when we looked at one another.
That's why you took your shirt off.
That's not the reason, but okay. So, okay.
Yeah, okay. So we're walking, and Samuel needs to relieve himself.
Okay. They're not relevant to the. Okay. It was relevant to the story. Okay, sorry, I forgot.
Someone's like, I need to go to the bathroom, and I say, I find a solution for my friends, and I see a porta potty down
in someone's
at the
yard.
It's a construction site,
but it was someone's yard. I wasn't going to go there.
And I said, Samuel, what are the odds you go use the porta potty?
And again,
I was pressuring him so much.
And what are the odds specifically is like a game that we played a lot at camp back in the day. And I never really did it. I didn't really understand it. So if you want to explain it really quick to everybody,
basically
for it to make sense.
You basically say, what are the odds you'll do this thing, right? And someone says 1 in like 20 or 1 in 100, right? Yeah. So that it gives you a percentage chance of you guys saying the same number. And then one person or another person counts down 3, 2, 1. And then the 2 people say the number. And if it's the same number, the person that is challenged has to do that thing. Yeah. Anyways, it was 1 to 20. We both said 17, and Samuel flaked.
And also, like the whole time, you're like, "You want to do this?" I'm like, "No." And you're like, "Let's do it." I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Let's do this." No. And he just kept peer pressuring me and peer pressuring me. And just so you know, this is a good point. Do not fall into peer pressure. It's not good to do because sometimes you say 17, and then he's like, "Well, I got to do it." I'm like, No, I don't. I'm not doing this because I didn't want to do it in the first place.
Bottom line, don't play games with Samuel. He will find a way to
cheat.
Yeah.
And
Don't play Monopoly with him.
Not do the games. Dang it. We should have done like 1 to 70 and it would have been like 67.
67.
So stupid.
I still don't get it.
No one does. No one understands. But yeah, that was crazy because again, it was a 5% chance and somehow he read my mind and said 17, or I read his mind and said 17.
17 again.
Yeah.
Good movie.
1738. Not a good song. Don't look into that. But yeah, that was kind of crazy that happened. And the whole time I'm like, we're going to say the same number. Like it's just going to happen. And then I'm have to be like, no, I'm not doing this with you or whatever else, but we're all good. We're still friends, I guess, because he's still on the podcast. Besides that, just really quick, we went out and decided to go back to our roots and play some baseball, specifically hit some BP. Just so you know, I stopped baseball early on and focused on swimming. Jack played baseball through college.
I rode the bench.
And how are your hands doing after we took BP?
Well, my hands just went through a cheese grater. Let's just say that.
Yeah. And and I'm sure you hit probably tons, like way more than me, right? Like how much do you think? Like how many rounds? Probably like 7, 8.
No. Okay,
how many rounds do you do?
No, let me just say this. I took 1 round. Have you ever seen Moneyball?
Of course, I've seen Moneyball. Brad Pitt went to my high school.
What was the most important thing for that team? When they were finding the players, what did they say? What does he do? He
charge money from the vending machine.
No, gets on base.
Oh, get on base. Yeah.
Get on base.
Yeah.
So I was ripping line drives in the gaps, getting on base. My average was up and my on base percentage was soaring. That's how you win baseball games.
Yeah. But why do you have weak hands? That's what I really want to get to. Because you hit 1 round of BP and you looked, like you said, went through a cheese grater.
Yeah.
Like your hands were shredded. I'm like, you are the guy who works out all the time and the guy who played baseball through college. And you look horrible. I'm sorry. You look pretty bad right now.
I lotion my hands every night.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, literally. And I went out there and did 2 rounds of BP. And I definitely go for the strikeout or hit a dinger type of situation, which I did hit 2 home runs. I did take off my shirt for the second round, so I think that gave me an extra pop. But I did not have cheese grater hands. My hands still look nice. Like I can give someone a handshake and they don't get blood on their hands afterwards. And I just want to point out that means I am stronger than Jack Holmgren. So
that is true. I was humiliated and
sorry. That was actually a clip I took of Jack earlier when he cut up his hands.
Thank you, Shepard.
And yeah, sorry. We'll get off that. But yeah, it was pretty rough on your part.
I can't see any of these buttons and what they do.
Which is why I turned them to me.
That's why I turned it to you.
I don't want you to click any of them. We're just going to vibe with it.
But yes, I was humiliated. Samuel was the home run king. I was the on base doubles king.
Yeah.
And speaking of doubles, I just have to tell you, I feel so great being on this podcast. I feel so honored. I feel very, very just living in Dane's shadow right now. I have big shoes to fill, but
they're not that big. It's probably like 11s,
but they're fast.
12s, probably 11s.
That's what matters. But I feel like being on this podcast, I feel like Jonathan Lecrae for the Milwaukee Brewers, the 2014 season.
More obscure sports facts than we typically do. Yeah.
When he set the single season record for most doubles by a catcher, I'm feeling extra based.
Oh my gosh. Just going straight Michael Fuller.
I feel
Fun
so
for the whole
extra
family.
based. Fun for the whole family being on this podcast. Mm-hmm. And how does it feel doing a podcast with someone who's cancer free?
Oh. I mean, if you haven't got checked, who knows? If you never check, you don't have it.
Dane,
Dane's doing well.
Dane, go get checked,
we
please.
Can't make fun. We can't say anything about Dane because Dane's not here. When he's here, it's okay. But right now, Dane, you're awesome. I just point that out. Jack is crazy.
I'm sorry, Dane.
And I'll never have him on that episode ever again.
No.
Except every single week when he sends in a joke.
Dane, we're praying for you.
Yes.
But please go get checked by your doctor because every episode when you say, I haven't seen my doctor in 8 months, I'm a little worried.
Yeah. But it was pretty recently.
Okay.
So he's doing okay right now. But he won't go back for like another 7. So we'll see. We'll see. Besides that, so we did baseball. Then after that, we had to keep the vibes up and then also play pickleball. Jack won 0 games the entire night. I believe I won 2 or 3.
You were 2-2.
Because the 2 when we paired up, we lost both of those. The first 2 I played with 2 of your other friends, both games, and we won those.
Yes.
When we teamed up, I thought we would get destroyed. Somehow Jack found some deep mythical power in him, and we got it 5-0, and then we ended up losing like 11-8, unfortunately. And then the very last game, I was pretty tired, and we didn't look too hot. Lost like 11-3.
I was the equivalent of Michael Scott downing the Alfredo pasta and sprinting at the beginning of the 5K in that The Office episode, and then just totally tanking.
Yeah,
my perseverance with pickleball is pathetic.
You would have been better though, because I did bring a Friday pickleball paddle for you to use, and you took one shot with it and you're like, I'm done. But then you did lose all 4 games with your cheaper paddle. So I just want to point out, if you use the code Samuel14434, you can definitely get 2 Friday pickleball paddles with the extra $5 off with that code. So please do that. It'll help me. It'll help your pickleball play, and we'll all just be happy in the future. So just want to point that out really quick.
People, it's true. Let me just preface with this. I have played many pickleball games, mostly with my friend Noah, who we played with today.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Yep. And I've probably played him 20 to 30 times. And guess how many times I've won?
0.
That is correct. Do you know how many times I played with a Friday pickleball paddle?
0.
Yeah, you should probably go buy one.
Coincidence? I think not.
Great movie.
Yeah. The only other thing we really did today, besides doing the sports, walking around, doing hot girl walks, etc., is we went to a Florida institution, Andy's Frozen Custard. Wait, that's a Missouri institution, but we decided to go get it down here because I'm pretty sure when Andy started in Missouri, they're like, let's put in all our vacation spots we want to go, one of which is Tampa. That way we can write it off as a business expense. So got to do that. That was very fun. And now we're recording, having fun, chasing vibes, etc., etc., etc. And do you have any other updates you want to kind of dig into? Yes,
I do have updates. My updates for people who, well, you guys don't really know me, but actually,
that's Jokes with Jack.
Yes, that's Jokes with Jack.
Do you want to say your updates and then we get into like who you are, or how do you want to do that?
I'll do my updates. It was previously communicated on the podcast that I'm currently working at 2 different gyms.
Didn't think you'd bring that up.
No, but it was said on the podcast. I'm currently working at 2 different gyms. Also, I do my own personal training on the side.
Yeah, so
my own company.
If you're in Florida, hit them up.
Tampa Bay area.
Yeah. So if you're in that area, hit them up.
Hit them up.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm currently working for 2 different gyms. One of them I'm a trainer at, and one of them I'm a manager at. Don't worry. I looked at the radius of like the compete clause and stuff like that, and it's all good because people work at different gyms and Pilates studios and all that sort of stuff all over. So like I'm in the clear. But I was just like, they don't both need to know, but I'll just put in my hours. But the thing that is my update of the week is that my bosses keep quitting their jobs, and they should obviously promote me because I'm the one that is just bringing all of the good vibes into the gym atmosphere.
Well, you're bringing all the jokes.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I'm hitting my quota, and I don't know why they won't promote me.
Well, that's probably why they're not promoting you. You keep hitting the quota. Like, is that like one of the interns, or who is that? That's a weird name. Is that one of like the millennial names? Quota?
Is it a new dance move?
Is it like Jackson?
Hitting the quo?
No. Oh no, I thought that. Oh, that's not one of the employees. Quota.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, okay, it's like if you're hitting quota, like don't do that. It's like Dakota, but quota.
No, I don't hit people.
Good job.
Like Dane.
Sorry, I
want to beat other people.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you could have just clicked one and just hoped. That's what Dane does most of the time.
Which one is this one?
Laughter. Yeah. You can click it to turn it off. Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
No wonder Dane is so trigger happy with these buttons.
Yeah.
But anyways, I am upset because all of my bosses keep quitting, and then they throw a new person in there, and then they eventually quit.
Yeah.
And I'm just
they don't want you to quit. I think that's the thing here.
Well, they do know that I'm really good at my job. And you know when someone says you're so good at your job that we're not promoting you?
Yeah.
I think that's...
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Sorry. That is a switch.
Really good.
And click that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they really like me in my role. I do well, and that's why they won't promote me.
Yeah.
Classic.
You're so good, they don't want to promote you.
Yes. It's annoying. But anyways, that's why podcast world, I am releasing to the world the news that come next August, I will be taking a new path in my career.
Oh, now you're married, not Love is Blind. Okay.
No, not Love is Blind.
Okay.
My wife, for some reason, says I should just like go on the Bachelorette, and I'm like,
just for fun, so she can watch you.
I'm like, babe, I'm married to you.
She's like, I want to see how loyal you are.
I honestly, no.
Yeah.
No.
Just in case.
She's always telling me to go
She
on.
actually
Like,
did bring that up.
She
though.
did.
She was like, you'd be really good on it. I
I'm
was
like, who
aren't
are
we
you?
married? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my goodness. And she says I should go on like Survivor. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but anyway, next August I am pursuing.
I think you should go on RuPaul's Drag Stars.
Oh boy.
Sorry, keep going.
Slay girl.
No, keep going.
I'm pursuing a new career. Wow, the tension is just gone.
Yeah.
With my buildup.
Yeah.
I'm going to firefighter EMT school and then
Nice.
paramedic school.
Let's go. I mean,
Yeah.
not us. Let's go, but you go.
Yeah.
You saved the world down here,
I'm dying to do that job.
but stay alive during the job.
Yes, and help people actually. Well, no, I was just thinking I love helping people with health and fitness, and I can still do that on the side as a trainer with, a gym and my own business. But in terms of like full-time role, I really want to pursue firefighter and paramedic in the future so I have more time with my family and my kids in the future that I don't have yet. But
What color uniform would you get to wear?
ooh,
Do you think? Or I guess what color truck would you get to drive?
red
Yeah, checks out.
communism.
Yeah. Don't just stop.
Evil laugh. Anyways, that's my update of the week for the people that you barely know me. Also, thanks for your patience. I feel so thankful and humbled to be on this podcast because I am the last person that should be allowed on this podcast, probably.
I mean, there's worse.
Besides Michael.
There's worse ones out there. Not everybody who's been on here has been good. There would be worse ones we could have on here.
Don't
for
worry,
sure.
people. Michael and I are releasing our podcast soon.
That's going to be great. Yeah. So yeah, we mentioned how do we meet, kind of broke down some of this. I just got to ask you a couple other questions. Like what's been the hardest parts of doing Jokes with Jack every single week for I don't know how long? This is the one segment where we haven't kept track, like part whatever.
Ooh.
But what do you think the hardest part of doing that has been?
Well, I think that's the beautiful thing about Jokes with Jack is that you can't measure it. It's immeasurable, right? We have episode numbers. We have part something of Dane's manifesto.
Part 87 coming later. No, that's stupid. So what you don't know is you got to click this button and then click that. so try that again. So we have what?
We have Dane's manifesto.
See, now you understand. But yeah, so different parts.
Anyways, the thing with Jokes with Jack is there's no way to measure it, and it's just jokes run free, right? I don't feel like I need to say,
we haven't paid you for anything.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I thought that was in the contract.
No.
And I have a whole list of jokes on my phone, and
most of them cannot be said on the podcast, so don't start spitting them off right now.
No, I am not going to do that.
If you want the exclusive stuff, hire him as a personal trainer in Tampa, and then he will tell you these jokes that will not be on the podcast ever.
First off, I just have to preface with this. All these jokes that I say, you're welcome to tell me any joke because I think all jokes are hilarious.
All jokes are. All jokes are hilarious.
All jokes are hilarious.
Yep.
I'm not offended. So, hey, send me your best joke. That's
Just
a challenge.
do it.
Yeah, just do it. But I have a lot of jokes on here. Some of them have green check marks for ones that I've said. Some of them have obvious red marks for ones that I will not say.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is fun for the whole family.
Definitely.
And then some are blank, yet to be seen and discovered. And that is the beauty of discovery on the podcast.
Nice. That's really cool.
Yep. So Jokes with Jack has been a fun addition to the podcast, which I don't know why you guys let me, but
it adds time to the pod. That's the main reason.
Yeah. I'm just filling space.
Yeah, you're just kind of a filler. Yeah, that's all you are. It kind of gives a break because we go from Dane's manifesto, Sammy's little known facts. We're like, let's have a little break, click some buttons, have Jack do his little thing to make him happy, and then keep going.
It's like
it gives us a breather because we don't have to talk during.
Yes, it's basically like two stand-up comedians like taking their lunch break.
Yeah,
and he sent out like the local guy that's just trying to make a break.
Yeah,
and you just get crickets.
Yeah,
with Jokes with Jack.
Yeah,
and then you come back with Dane preaching the word.
Yeah. It's a nice.
It's pretty awesome.
It's a nice you kind of go up a mountaintop for the entire episode, and then you hit that deep valley,
rock bottom.
Go
watch that SpongeBob
and then
episode.
we go back up for Jesus and everything else. So that's why we have Jokes with Jack where it is.
One last note
You got to
on
go
that.
down so that way you can go up.
That is true.
Yeah.
Baby, are you down?
We just got copyright
I
stricken
know.
again. That's stupid.
Oh, man.
But what were you saying before
I
that?
was just saying Jokes with Jack. I have to give a big shout out to Ryan Rockwell.
Oh yeah, shout out. He's not a Florida man, but he's a roommate of yours from the past.
He's a Carolina man. I don't know if you've met a Carolina man.
I've been to Carolina before.
The Carolinas are, in some ways...
I've been in Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've been to...
What head?
Hilton.
Okay.
Keep talking. Ridiculous.
No flipping way. Ryan Rockwell is a big inspiration for all jokes. All the material I've tested out on him. And
so if anything's ever been really questionable is actually because of Ryan, not Jack, just so you know.
If you guys really want to cancel me, go talk to Ryan. He has a lot on me.
This is going to be bad.
It's really bad. He's going to get 10,000 more followers.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what Jokes with Jack. I've talked way too much.
No,
This is why they limit me to a 1 minute voice memo.
Not even, I don't think we even said a minute. We're just like, send us a joke, and we assume it's not going to be a minute.
That's right.
One other quick question before we get into Grind Your Gears. Is it true that you and Michael Fuller are not the same person?
You know, when you think about things like that are one and the same, but also separate together.
Yeah.
You think about, biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Eggs and bacon. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
That's 3 things. Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
There needs to be a balance.
Yeah.
Right? Yin and yang. Michael is
Michael and Jordan. Yeah.
Yes. Michael and Jordan. Michael and Jack.
Yeah.
Jack and Mike on the mic.
Yeah, keep going. Come on.
He's just a really, really great sort of
father figure for you, right?
But also like either the setup or the closer, right? You have the starting pitcher and then the closer, and we can just do that for each other, right?
Okay.
I'll either start the game and he'll close, or he'll start and I'll close, and we just make dreams come true with poetry.
That's, I think, how most people would define your guys' relationship to the pod. So
Never met the man in person, but we talk all the time on the phone.
Yeah, you talk to him and Alvaro all the time. So I'm glad that we're
love
helping
Alvaro.
build friendships among random important people to the podcast.
Guys, if you want to talk to Alvaro, talk to him, and he will teach you so much. I talk with him about Dungeons and Dragons all the time, and he is a wealth of knowledge.
Oh man, what a guy! I think we're just gonna keep going. So it's that time of the episode. And dang it! Woo. My legs do hurt really bad, honestly.
My metacarpals are hurt, not just the blisters.
Yeah, your hands got stuck in those gears earlier. One thing though that does grind my gears, and this is probably something that you relate to in some capacity, is when you go to the gym and there's people there that claim multiple machines by like leaving their stuff on the machines. And they claim multiple at once, and they aren't even like close to one another because they're trying to do like go from one machine to another, and it's not even in the same like general area. And I'm looking around, I'm like, the one machine that I need to use or want to use, there's just like a water bottle left on it. I'm like, whose freaking water bottle is this? And I'm looking around, and then eventually this guy comes from like across the gym and then takes his water bottle and then gets on there. I'm like, I could have done my reps, and I just didn't really want to touch your dirty water bottle.
Emphasis across the gym. CrossFitters and High Rocks people.
You hate them?
No, I don't hate them. I like doing...
Don't think they should exist?
No.
Okay. Just want to clarify.
I honor and respect their grind, right? But in a commercial gym, when you're taking up multiple pieces of equipment...
Especially when it's not a giant gym in the first place.
No. It's just disorienting, right? I like doing circuit training where you're jumping from thing to thing, right?
Yeah.
But it's a little just all over the place, right? Here's a tip. If you want to go in the gym and do circuit work and work on multiple machines, no, it's not going to happen. You pick one machine, you bring a medicine ball, 2 dumbbells with you, and your circuit is doing that machine and then doing other exercises right next to that machine, so you're not wreaking havoc running across like Forrest Gump.
Yeah. And like, I wouldn't have cared as much. Like, sure, you can run to the machine, but don't leave your stuff on it. So like, if someone's there, like obviously you have to wait in that scenario. But I'm like, this is just kind of annoying. Like, why did you claim 3 different pieces of equipment with like your towel on one, a water bottle on another, and then you're over there doing a leg press? And I'm like, this isn't great.
Especially with these iPad kids.
Yeah.
And that, well,
I do get on my phone way too much on machines, but I try to be aware if people want to get on there, then I'm like, okay, I'll get off, or I start working out.
well, that, and you have like a group of like 4 or 5 teenage boys or girls, standing there in their Birkenstocks and their Uggs.
Yeah.
And they're just chit-chatting.
6, 7.
Oh, dang it.
Sorry, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
Sorry.
I've walked into that joke so many times.
Yeah.
Anyways, just sitting around the machine socializing, which I guess that's great. Because
Socialism. That's what they're doing
socialism,
nowadays. The worst. Keep going, though.
Thank you, Bernie Sanders.
Keep going.
Anyways, at least they're socializing in person with each other, but not in front of the chest press machine when I'm about to hit my chest press set because I want to be Ronnie Coleman.
They got the video on you. They're all taping like, look at this guy. Like, that's Jokes with Jack, and he's about to get jacked.
I wish.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just trying to be strong and muscular and manly, like Dane.
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out, Dane.
And the only other thing they got on my
what's grinding your gears?
Besides that is I also got towed this week because I parked where I wasn't supposed to, and that annoyed me.
Like the Mario Kart character? Toad?
Not towed. No, I got towed away, and there's it was in this parking lot where they had 20 open spots, and I've never seen anybody towed before, and I parked in this one spot, and they towed me. So I guess the signs were correct that you will get towed, but I'm like, there's so many open spots. Does it really matter? So that was a bad evening because I couldn't get the car until the next day. So that's what grinded my gears.
I'm sorry about that. Would you consider yourself a rule follower?
Depending on what the rules are, I try to be. But if it's a situation like that where I'm like, there's 20 open spots and no one really needs the space, I don't think it's a big issue.
Yeah.
So,
or sneaking backstage to a rap concert with a black hoodie and pretending to be security. I listen to the podcast.
I
people.
don't act as security. I just blend in. Never mind. What grinds your gears, Jack?
You didn't think I was going to bring that one
What
back.
grinds your gears? Never mind everything I just said.
People.
I could have got arrested, I guess, there multiple times, but here I am. What grinds your gears, Jack?
Accidentally killing wildlife grinds my gears, and I'll tell you why.
You do that accidentally?
Yes, I'll tell you why, guys. People, if you've ever been to Florida, you'll know that we have these things called
alligators.
Okay, yes, little crawling
squirrels,
belly dragons,
lizards,
or dinosaurs called alligators. Yes, but then lizards. Yes, you're correct. Not
you got birds?
Yes, dude. We have those.
I think I saw a hawk earlier.
You saw a
hawk?
That's
pretty cool. Ants. You got ants here.
2 of them.
Yeah,
hawk.
That's pretty
2
cool. Hawk. Oh gosh, stupid.
They had this huge pelican. Hippocampus.
Maybe. Snakes?
What are we?
You're trying to say the animals. I'm trying to guess.
Okay,
you just keep going.
Stop. Those cranes this morning were super loud.
The animals, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything.
Anyway, back to these reptilian Floridian creatures. Lizards are crazy. And I'll tell you why accidentally killing wildlife is grinding my gears. Because I love wildlife, and yeah, I'm getting into it, Samuel.
Yeah, I'm just looking at you.
So I live in Florida, and I'll be walking.
That's really cool.
I know. I'll be walking to my door in the middle of the day, going into my house, and there's lizards everywhere, right? And I'm just trying to walk around them, right? They're just chilling, baking in the
sun.
The sun. Yeah, they're getting their tan on, right? And
just like the senior citizens here, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm clearly trying to go the other way, right? But on a small sidewalk path, there's only a little bit of room, and there's this lizard just taking up most of the sidewalk. So what I do is I step as far away as I can, still on the sidewalk, to try to just get around him. And the most annoying thing, what grinds my gears, is when lizards decide to, instead of running the other way, the clear way I'm not going, they run
suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they did some blood oath. Mm-hmm. Well, okay. In this one case, I took a step and a lizard ran right under my shoe, and I just crushed him. But not just that. I crushed him in front of a little girl who saw me do this, screamed and ran. And then I proposed to run because I didn't want this kid screaming with me being around, and then I'm getting in trouble.
That's not good. That's not good.
Anyway, that's what grinds my gears. Wildlife.
Does this happen to you a lot where you accidentally kill animals?
Okay, accidentally.
Or is it just this one time?
It's just that one time.
Okay.
But I just don't get it. Like, you're driving on the road and you see a squirrel, and I'm like, squirrel, you're on the left side of the road. No, the right side, close to the grass. Why would you try to run straight across my car the second before I drive? I don't get it.
They saw Frogger.
Oh,
They played Frogger back in the day.
Great game.
Yeah.
I love Frogger.
I think that was the issue here.
But yeah, that's what's grinding my gears. I just don't know why wildlife are doing these like suicide packs or something.
Yeah.
But
it is hot here. I think for some people, I'm fine.
It's
fine.
getting to their heads.
For some of the lizards, they're like, this is the time.
Do you think they're seeing a mirage and they don't realize the car's coming because it's so hot? Do you feel like they're just like losing their minds?
That could be it.
They could
be on a lot of drugs. I mean, it is Florida, so they're pretty abundant here.
1738.
Yeah. From what I've heard, they're pretty abundant.
Anyways, that's what's grinding my gears. Accidentally killing wildlife, specifically lizards. I don't like it. Okay. So don't do it, people.
Nice.
Yo, it's that time of day, so listen up, because it's time for some sports talk. The segment where we boldly analyze things we barely watched. Did we do research?
Factually?
No.
Emotionally? Yes.
We're talking Big Daddy hacks, devastating sacks, and fourth quarter comebacks. But most importantly, no soccer.
Welcome back to Sports Talk once again. A couple cool kids for you. The Packers somehow survived their game against the Cardinals the other week, which is wild because my biggest teams that I love are the Green Bay Packers and the St. Louis Cardinals. But fortunately, this was the Arizona Cardinals that were playing, who had their backup quarterback. And some reason, I don't know why, the Packers are like, let's not play well this entire game and just act like we're going to lose. And then they got a lead with like a couple minutes left, and then they let the Cardinals go almost all the way down to the field. They had a chance to win it at the very end. Luckily, the pass was not completed. The Packers won. We're all good. We have the best record in the NFC, so that's nice. Also, the Packers this week, whenever you're listening, I guess it would have already happened, I guess, yesterday if you're listening on Monday.
They won.
They probably won, but they were playing the Steelers, which is the first time they've played Aaron Rodgers since he has left the Green Bay Packers. So I feel like that'll be one of the most viewed games potentially of the year.
Yeah, probably.
Besides maybe the Super Bowl and maybe some playoff games, but that's pretty epic getting to see Rodgers, who's playing really well with the Steelers, go against his original team.
What's your prediction? Score prediction?
I really hope that Jordan Love comes to play and that their coach is like, hey, let's throw the ball to our really good wide receivers instead of playing poorly. I think it could be a situation similar to the Cowboys where they both just go off offensively and they just kind of go back and forth. I think the Packers will win, but it's got to be like 31-24 or something like that.
Packers?
Yeah. Like it'll probably come down where the Steelers will have a chance at the very end. Rodgers will go downfield. He'll try to throw one of his legendary Hail Marys and hopefully they just mess it up so that way they're able to win. Or I wouldn't be opposed to them completing that Hail Mary. They tie the game and then the Packers win in overtime. But it will be kind of strange seeing Rodgers actually compete against the Packers.
Are they playing at Lambeau?
I feel like they're in Pittsburgh.
Let's check.
Yeah, I'll let you check. I'll keep talking something else.
You keep talking.
Something else I was happy or not happy, kind of crazy in the football world was that the Broncos somehow beat the New York Giants in the fourth quarter. They were down, I think, by like give or take like 25, 30 points. They had not scored any points. Starting the fourth quarter, they ended up scoring 33 points in one quarter.
Devastating sacks, fourth quarter comebacks.
Which I think that might have been the biggest fourth quarter comeback in NFL history. Like 33 points is insane. It's because
crazy.
They scored one touchdown, went for a 2-point conversion, scored another touchdown, went for a 2-point conversion, both of which they did convert. So that's 16 points. They scored another touchdown, make it 23, scored another touchdown to make it 30, and then they kicked like a game-winning field goal to make it 33 points. Insane. Completely insane. Like at first, whenever I saw that, I'm like, wait, that's not possible. Like that's literally not possible. And somehow they did the impossible.
That has to be a follower's dream, right? Being at a game where your team is just devastated and you still stick with them through thick and thin, and they come back. That's got to be like one of the best feelings.
Hard. it's legitimately hard to lose a game if you're up by 30 points in the last quarter because it's almost impossible to score 33 points.
Let's do the Falcons.
Let alone like 21 or 24 points
Yeah.
or whatever else. Like that is crazy. I don't know how they won it. But that's all like the football talk, unless you know about the Pittsburgh game where it is.
Yes, I do. Well, I was just going to say, unless you're the New England Patriots against the Falcons that 1 year, that was crazy.
That was, I have screenshots of like a Snapchat filter where it shows like the score and it's like Falcons are up 28-3 or 28-10. And then they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was devastating also.
I'll just say, when that game happened, I passed out in my dorm room when that was happening. And like,
And you woke up and then Tom Brady's holding a trophy and you're like, what just happened?
I passed out.
Am I in the bad place?
No.
Yeah.
I passed out in like the second quarter, and I woke up and I was like, why is everyone freaking out right now?
You're like, Tom Brady's ahead. Like, this is what I thought this was supposed to happen.
What happened?
Also, what's wrong with you watching the Super Bowl, falling asleep in the second quarter?
I don't know what was happening.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was even funnier is when the Eagles were up against the Chiefs that last year, and then Patrick Mahomes was like, we can do this if the Patriots did it.
Did he actually? He
No,
probably
they got
did say that.
smacked.
Yeah, they got
They got destroyed.
Yeah, that was bad.
But anyway, they're playing in Pittsburgh.
Dang, it would have been so much cooler if it
Yes.
was in Green Bay.
So-
because I feel like the Packers fans would cheer him. I don't think he would get booed. I think they would cheer him for everything he did. And also he's saying positive things about the Packers leading up to the game. And he's like, I want to retire like a Packer, basically. Or he's like, my career started here and it's going to end here. So assuming that means he'll sign either a last year contract where he's a backup or signs like a 1-day deal or something, or just maybe he means he'll eventually retire as a Packer or whatever.
I would love to see him play at least one more season in a Packers uniform.
Even if it's like a backup, it would be kind of interesting, but I don't know what will happen there.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
they're playing in Pittsburgh. You said 31-24 Packers.
Yeah, something like that. What do you think?
I think, unfortunately, even though I'd root for the Packers, I think being in Pittsburgh, I think the cold weather is going to get a little bit nippy up there. And even though the Packers, like, it's a different cold up there in Pittsburgh. And I think the Packers only scored 9.
Stop talking. Stop. What are you doing? Stop talking.
I think the Packers are only going to score 9 points, and the Steelers are going to win 14-9. I'm thinking a big defense game.
If they play like they did against the Cardinals, that could happen. But I'm hoping for a higher offensive situation. So we'll see.
We'll see
what happens. The only other thing I had is that the Dodgers and the Blue Jays are in the World Series. Down with the Dodgers. The one time, like, we will cheer for Canada this time. But as soon as the World Series is over, go USA. But yeah, they did play the first game tonight, and the Blue Jays went down 2-0 and then somehow ended up winning like 11-4.
11-4.
So keep the momentum. Get the Dodgers out of here. We don't need them to win the back-to-back. And then Blue Jays, after you win this year, please don't win again anytime soon, because I don't want to cheer for Canada.
No,
Just want to point that out. Yeah. So what's happening in your sports world?
Well, I just got to say, as you guys are listening to this, the Blue Jays probably won their second game already.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully. I'm predicting a
Sweep?
Ooh,
That would be crazy.
that would be vengeance.
Yeah. They probably wouldn't let that happen. They need more Ohtani out there.
Yeah, Ohtani's got too much riding on with him right now. I don't know what the phrase is.
I definly bet on it that they'll have more than 4 games.
Okay,
And I know Ohtani would as
Okay,
well.
Troy Bolton, you're betting on it?
Yeah,
all
bet
right.
on-
all
okay,
right.
yeah, you went that way?
What's happening in my world of sports? Well, my sorrow over the Brewers is living in sweet vengeance right now with the Blue Jays' first win and hopefully a second one, because the Dodgers swept my Brewers, and that was just sorrowful because the Brewers always choke in the playoffs.
Because your main teams are the Brewers,
Yes.
and then your football team is the...
I like the Packers.
That's what I thought. I thought you were a Packers fan, but I was getting confused. I think I was confusing myself before I came down here.
I do like the Packers.
All right, is Packers your primary football team?
Here's the challenging thing because
you are in Florida.
Yeah, well, I grew up when I was watching football. You know, I was a Wisconsin Badgers fan, so basketball, college football,
for like college and everything.
right? Yeah, and then total big Brewers fan. But like when I got into watching the NFL, I loved watching MJD, Maurice Jones-Drew, and David Garrard kill it with the Jaguars back
Thank
in
you
the
for
day.
saying what team, because I had no idea who those people were.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's okay. Dane, you got me. You know, you were following. But I also liked watching the Packers with, Brett Favre and when Aaron Rodgers came on. So I would call myself kind of a loose fan of both, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, with my prediction, I am for sure rooting for the Packers this weekend against the Steelers. Don't get my prediction wrong, people.
You're with most of America there, probably cheering for the Packers.
Yes,
So-
I am cheering for the Packers. I hope they win by a lot, right? I'm just making an objective prediction on what they think the score
you're
will
being
be.
objective, whatever else.
Whatever,
And
yeah.
I'm going with my heart.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think my heart's been too crushed after a Brewers loss.
But you're used to that every single year. It's just over and over and
Yes,
over,
it's
just
annoying.
disappointment in the playoffs. But great in the regular season. So maybe if you just take a longer nap in your dorm room, you won't be surprised.
I know.
Yeah.
Dane, you know my pain.
Yeah. Cowboys.
Yes,
Shout out.
Cowboys, yeah. Anyways, my star over the Brewers is hopefully getting healed with the Toronto Blue Jays win. We'll see. Just tonight, we did my fantasy basketball draft.
Oh, yeah. We did do that.
Yes, it was pretty fun. I had a really good draft, but against my better judgment, I drafted LeBron. I don't usually draft LeBron because I just feel like at this stage in his career, he's really good.
A goat.
Well,
You don't like drafting animals. That's
yeah,
what it is.
like a second goat.
Yeah. Second goat.
Anyways, like I don't usually draft LeBron because I think at this point he's so injury prone, just being kind of old, and so I was just
But
like,
let's be honest, he's like never really misses time though. In the grand scheme
yeah,
of things.
but like I'm just waiting for that 1 year, and everyone in my draft kept passing on him because he's currently out for the next month, and yeah, I could put him on my IR and it'd be fine, but I drafted him against my better judgment because he was just like ranked way higher than the next person I was going to draft.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that pans out, people.
But you do have the highest projected playoff odds right now.
I do.
So that's probably because you got LeBron. Because you got the GOAT. The GOAT
maybe.
helps raise those odds.
Well, I also drafted 5 players that are currently out that aren't coming back for another couple weeks, but are high-end players.
Yeah.
Because it's not about anyone who plays fantasy sports. It's not about the first 2 weeks,
yeah.
or 3 weeks, or even 4 weeks. Maybe in football it's a little bit different. Football's a
you
little
gotta
different.
get it,
Yeah. But after like 4 weeks, if your team starts to turn it up, right, then like you're good.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all my sports talk.
No, that's good. That's good. And button.
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't. You don't. God does. But he's not telling.
Nice cue. Nice job by talking in there. Yeah, so we're going to kind of keep a Florida vibe for this episode, and we're going to do Florida man or fiction. Yeah, we're going to go through a list of 15 either real Florida man headlines that happened, or there will be fake headlines. And we got to figure out which is which. And I can actually play along because I don't have the answers immediately.
Oh, boy.
So it'll give us 2 different ones I'll read, and then we'll both vote. We'll keep track of our scores. We can say the same thing if we want, but we'll kind of see how it goes. Do you have on your phone where you can easily track both of us?
Yeah,
to
I
see
can
who
do
wins?
this. Yeah. Let me just write this. Perfect.
Yeah.
Jack Samuel.
Okay.
And I'll just keep score.
Yeah. So we'll do 15 questions. I'll read both headlines. We'll both decide what we think is real or fake, and then we'll go from there and see what the final score is and kind of.
Do we get the same one?
Yes, I'll read them both.
Okay.
So we both can decide, like, is this real or fake? Real or fake? Whatever else. And we'll just kind of go from there and see what
Perfect.
happens. This isn't a perfect game we've never done before, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Which of these headlines is real? Florida man arrested after trying to trade marijuana for food at McDonald's drive-thru. Or Florida man tries to sell a slightly used submarine on Craigslist. What do you think? Here we'll go like 3, 2, 1, and we'll guess. We'll say which one we think is real.
Yeah, so we'll say 1 is the first one, the
one.
marijuana McDonald's, right?
So
and
yeah,
2 is the
marijuana
submarine.
and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll click that. I'll see what happens here. Correct. We
yeah.
both got a point. So shout out to both of us. Yes, a Florida man did get arrested after trying to trade marijuana for food at McDonald's drive-thru, and you can't do that at McDonald's. Only Taco Bell.
Also, it was a dead giveaway. No one would slightly use a submarine. If you're going to use a submarine,
You're gonna blow it up.
You're going deep.
Yeah, you're going real deep trying to see Titanic, and not going to end well. And also, not many people use Craigslist, but maybe in Florida, who knows? But yeah, both got a score of 1, 2, 1.
1-1.
So next one up. Which of these headlines is real? Florida man attempts to start his own space program using weather balloons and a lawn chair. Or Florida man finds World War II grenade, puts it in truck, and then he drives to the Taco Bell. So 1, 2, 3,
2.
1. Gosh. I'll click 1 to see. I was wrong. You were right.
Yes.
Dang it. It looked weird. I didn't think it was. Yeah, I guess a Florida man did find a World War II grenade. He put it in his truck and then drove to a Taco Bell. And again, I don't have the articles to these, so I don't really need to dig into it any further, but that's what it says online, so we're going to believe it. If you want to fact check us, do it.
I'm blowing up this joint.
Oh, gosh.
Grenade style.
And yeah, I mean, Taco Bell, you can blow it up in more than one way, let's be honest. So yeah, you're up 2-1. Let's go to the next question. If it will load. Okay. Which of these headlines is real? Florida man arrested for trying to pay his taxes with a pallet of Mountain Dew. That can't be real. Or Florida man arrested for throwing pizza at father during argument. 3, 2, 1, 2. I feel like we've talked about that before. Let's click. That was correct. I feel like I've read that. Actually, did we do that yesterday?
I don't know.
I gave you a practice round of 3 of these, and you were 0 for 3, and all of a sudden you're doing better now because you're 3 for 3.
It's probably because I got the Sprite running through my system.
Yeah, shout out. Okay, going on to the next one. If it will load. Which of these headlines is real? Florida man arrested for trying to build a new canal to Disney World with a shovel. Or Florida man attacks ATM for giving him too much cash. 3, 2, 1,
2.
1. Ooh, this could be big. Dang it, it is 2. You're perfect so far. I was hoping. I was like, that one sounds more realistic. I'm like, the Disney World one is kind of crazy. So you're perfect 4 for 4 right now.
I am perfect.
Yeah, shout out Wendy's. And we'll go to the next question. We'll see what happens. Which of these headlines is real? Florida man attempts to cross the Atlantic Ocean in a homemade hamster wheel vessel. Which is, again, crazy. Honestly, all these could be real, let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be
or
honest.
Florida man builds functional hot air balloon from 1,000 plastic grocery bags. 1, 2, 3,
2.
1. You went 2. Oh, man, please be 1. 1 is correct.
Dang
there we
it.
go. I made up one on you. So I got 3 right. You got 4 right so far. Yeah, that's crazy. There's no way you could do 1,000 plastic grocery bags for a hot air balloon. That's impossible.
Impossible.
But maybe in Florida.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. Which of the headlines is real? Florida man calls 911 to complain about the small portion size of his clams at a seafood restaurant. I mean, I'll do that. Or Florida man calls 911 to report his neighbor's annoyingly bright Christmas lights in July. 1, 2, 3,
2.
1. Please be 1. It is 1.
Dang it.
We are tied up 4-4.
It's
I mean, let's be Florida. Like, if you don't have if they would call the police if you don't have the lights up in July. Like, that's just un-American here. Like, you got to have them up all year round.
I don't know
Like
what's going on right now.
Gretchen Wilson. So shout out. We're tied 4-4. Got 9 questions left. Next one. Which of these headlines is real? Florida man attempts to pay for gas with a stolen flamingo. So stupid. Or Florida man throws live alligator through fast food drive-through window. 3, 2, 1,
2, of course.
I feel like it's got to be it.
It's got to be 2.
It is 2.
Yes,
yeah, I mean,
it's
that's
2.
realistic. Like, you can't buy gas with a flamingo. Like, it's easy to throw an alligator through a fast food drive-through window, though.
It's currently 5-5. How many more do we have left?
We got 8. We got 8 more.
8 more.
Because we're doing 15.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so there's a lot of time. Which of these headlines is real? Florida woman
Whoa.
blames wind for cocaine found in her purse.
I already know I'm saying 1.
I kind of want to say 1 without reading 2, but I'm going to read 2. Florida woman claims her pet monkey stole her car and crashed it into a convenience store.
Wait, say them again.
You're thinking double check it. First one, Florida woman blames wind for cocaine found in her purse. Or Florida woman claims her pet monkey stole her car and crashed it into a convenience store.
Got it.
3, 2, 1, 2.
1. Of course it's 1.
Please be 2.
It's getting hot in here
Dang it,
because it's
is
1. Yes.
The 2 was such a long headline, but I'm like, come on.
No.
Pet monkey? Let's go.
No one's got a
Okay.
pet monkey.
Okay, so you got 6 right. I got 5 right, I believe.
6-5.
Next question. Which of these headlines is real? Florida man claims wife was kidnapped by holograms. Or Florida man claims his pet alligator is the reincarnated spirit of a 17th century pirate. 3, 2, 1.
One.
It's shorter, so that's why I'm going with it. And it was 1.
It was 1.
Yeah. The
I'm
other
sensing a pattern.
Short ones go better, you think?
Sometimes they try to give too many details
Yeah, that one's
to
like-
make it seem wilder.
Yeah.
When that's the beauty of Florida, man. It's simple and yet profoundly stupid.
Yeah, stupid. Not important.
Important.
Okay, next one. Which of these headlines is real? South Florida man accused of biting off head of pet snake during domestic dispute.
Ooh.
Or South Florida man arrested for replacing all the golf balls at a local golf course. Sorry, I read that wrong. South Florida man arrested for replacing all the golf balls at a local course with painted avocados. 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, that's.
I'm sensing a pattern.
It is 1.
Yes.
Okay.
We've broken the system.
Maybe. Let's
AI
see.
will never defeat us.
This one is pretty close.
Ooh.
Florida burglars called 911 to report that the house they broke into was too messy.
Wet bandits.
Or Florida
Words. Okay, Dane.
Florida burglars called 911 to ask for help moving the items they were stealing.
This is a tough one.
1, 2, 3,
2.
1.
No.
Dang it, it was 2. I was going for the crazier one. That's wild. I mean, it was wild that I said that. I
It's
shouldn't have said
9-7.
it. Yeah, I got to make a comeback with these last 4. Here we go. Which of these headlines is real? Drunk Florida man attempts to ride bike through Taco Bell drive-thru, fights with police. Drunk Florida man arrested for illegally parking his airboat in a Walmart parking lot. 3, 2, 1.
2.
1. Please be 1. Please be 1.
It's 2.
It's 1.
Dang it.
Drunk Florida man did attempt to ride his bike through a Taco Bell drive-thru, and he fought the police. How? I mean, that's not even that crazy, but
It's
fighting
9-8.
the police.
It's getting hot in here.
3 questions left. He's taking his shirt off. Keep your eyes up, Samuel. Last 3. Which of these headlines is real? Florida man tries to start a new airline using only remote-controlled drones. Or Florida man tries to evade deputies on a John Deere riding lawnmower. 3, 2, 1,
2. Yes.
And it was 2.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't do remote-controlled drones. Got 2 questions left. I'm down by 1. Let's see what happens. Florida man arrested for trying to marry a manatee at a state park. Or Florida man arrested for eating pancakes in the middle of the road. That could be either of them. Let's be honest.
This is a tough one.
3, 2, 1,
2.
1.
Oh.
Please be 1. Please
Victory's
be
mine.
1.
Victory's mine.
Dang it,
Yes!
it was 2. Yeah, you got the victory.
Give me the flapjacks,
yeah,
baby.
we'll do the last question anyway. Which you're a Florida man, you should win this.
Do you want to make it interesting?
How much am I down by?
It's 9-11. Never forget.
So the last one is if I guess this one, it's different than what you say, then I can get double my points for 2.
Yeah.
And then we have to go
And then
down
you tie
to a sudden showdown of one last question.
I'm so down. It's hot in here. That's why I took my shirt off.
Okay, so we have to guess differently, and I got to be right. So if we guess the same one,
Yeah.
stinks.
I'm going to close my eyes so I can't
Which of
read
these
your
headlines
lips.
is real? Naked, this could be you. Naked Florida man hides in tanning bed after trying to set gym on fire.
Whoa.
That literally could be you. Or naked Florida man arrested for trying to teach squirrels how to water ski. 3, 2, 1, 2.
1.
I have a chance, guys. I have a chance.
Too
Please, naked man, please teach squirrels how to water ski. I'm wrong. You
Yes.
won. Dang it. I had to go with the crazier one. That's the only way I had a chance.
12-9 victory is mine.
12-9. Okay. Hey, shout out to the Florida man. You deserve to win that.
Whew, it's cooling off
That's
in
pretty
here.
good.
I'm going to put my shirt back on. But
Yeah.
you want to tell the people why this didn't go well last night?
I don't know why it didn't go well. I think we just kind of started reading off each of the...
No, last night.
When we did it yesterday?
Yeah, because I was not getting any of them.
I know. That's what I was saying. Like I did a few practice ones, and every single one, you had a 50-50 chance to get it right. Honestly, you should have had a higher than 50-50 chance, and you got each one wrong. And I think last night you just decided to study. You're like, I'm going to go through all the Florida man headlines I can find and just put it on Quizlet and go after one another one. DJ Khaled, another one. And that's why you did so well today.
Well, the thing you don't realize about being a Florida man is there are a lot of different things about being a Florida man.
Yeah.
But the Florida man isn't just a multiplicity. Is that a word?
We can go with it.
Let's ask Dr.
No, just keep going. Just keep going. Yeah,
Let's
keep going.
A multiplicity of Florida men make the Florida man. We're one organism. So, I just had to search deep within my soul to know the true answer.
Okay. That's nice. But yeah, that is our main segment, Florida Man or Fiction. The Florida Man did win, so shout out to you, Jack. And it's that time of day. So let's listen in for Dane's Manifesto. Featuring Dane with his manifesto.
What I want to talk to you about with Dane's Manifesto. Samuel, hit the button. Okay, good. Hit the button again. Nice. Okay, good. So, hold on, let me mute this so you guys can get a good effect. Sorry, I'm watching the World Series.
Shut up.
Which, by the way, Dane's prediction for the World Series is I'm going to take the Dodgers in 6 games, probably.
Okay.
And so their starting pitching is just too good. Their offense, their lineup is really good. I think the Blue Jays match up somewhat offensively. They don't match up pitching-wise. But, so, for Dane's Manifesto now, I want to talk to you about how little kids need to quit getting away with so much nefarious things. Because Samuel may have said this already, but there I was working. I wasn't volunteering; they were paying me, but I was working. They asked me to work this event where it was what was it? It was a speaking event, but it was a banquet dinner.
Oh yeah.
For the Christian school that I kind of part-time work for.
This is wild.
And this kid says to me, she looks at me, she's a 3rd grader, and she just says, "You're ugly." And I go, "Wow, okay. Well, who dropped you off tonight? Did mommy drop you off tonight?" And then she looks me dead in my eyes and says, "I bet your mommy's dead." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Well, she did have cancer at one point." And she just laughed. And then I was like, "This is unreal." And then they were passing notes back and forth. Apparently, 2 of these kids loved each other or something, I guess. And then I went up to them and said, "So, you guys are dating?" And they were like, "What? No, I'm only dating her because she's new here." And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "I felt bad for her." And I'm like, "Okay, that's
Sounds like Love is Blind."
Seriously.
So it was rather crazy. And what I'm saying is that Jack is a communist. I wouldn't be surprised if he is a pet anaconda in his house that he uses to feed small children to, and that's just the kind of guy he likes to be. Also, Samuel told me earlier that Mrs. Jack Holmgren went off to do an arms deal, if you will,
that was
in Miami specifically. So Jack can confirm or deny it here at the end of this. Also, the Cowboys really need to win against the Broncos this week. Also, I'm playing my players in the fantasy league against Jack because he is one of the people who voted to veto my trade. Therefore, the exception clause in my tanking season, or not tanking, ruining of the league, is enacted here, where the people who vetoed the trade, I will play my players against in an effort to hopefully defeat you. So, that is all this week. Dane's Manifesto. We're here. We're manifesting. Samuel, hit the button one more time. Let's go.
That was a nice little call-in from Dane. So shout out to him getting his manifesto in. And that is, the kids are crazy.
The kids are crazy.
Like it's a private Christian school.
These Gen X kids.
Yeah, private Christian school. It's like, "You're ugly." "Oh yeah, your mom's dead." And like, what's wrong with you, iPad kid? Go do 6'7" or something. Like, don't do that.
Probably
like, that is actually, no, that's probably better than 6'7", but come on.
Probably just got done reading through Judges and Joshua and just read about a lot of violence.
Yeah, that is.
Should probably point into some Romans.
Yeah, that she needs Jesus. I don't know, but let's get into it.
Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack.
That's me.
That is you.
Hey, how did you get Frank Sinatra to sing that?
I don't know. AI.
Yeah.
Probably. That's
pretty
it.
good.
So yeah, we got some little known facts this week, and I decided to go with some Florida facts, and these are
Oh boy.
kind of wild. So we'll go with it. And again, I didn't fact check these, but they're probably right. One of these is a man in Key West lived with the corpse of his beloved for 7 years. It said in the 1930s, a radiologist named Carl Tanzler became obsessed with a young patient who died of tuberculosis. So deep was his love that he basically preserved the person's body with wires and wax and plaster and lived with the corpse in his home for 7 years before her horrified family discovered the situation. In a twist fitting for Florida, Tanzler was prosecuted for grave robbing, but the statute of limitations had expired and he was set free.
Wow.
That's wild.
This is crazy.
But it was in the 1930s. So, I mean, that doesn't make it better, but that's crazy.
That's a Great Depression.
Yeah. Another one, it was a pretty bad depression,
Yeah.
if you ask me. It's not that great. Next one is Florida was once home to an independent country.
What?
That's kind of cool. For 74 days in 1810, the Republic of West Florida existed as a sovereign nation, which again would probably be about where we are right now. Frustrated American and British settlers in the region, which was then controlled by Spain, captured a Spanish fort in Baton Rouge. They declared independence, drafted a constitution, and raised a Lone Star flag. The fledgling republic, which covered parts of modern-day Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, as well as the Florida Panhandle, was soon annexed by the United States.
Wow.
Obviously.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Shout out, 74 days. That was about the same amount of days that Kim Kardashian was married to the NBA player back in the day. So, number 3, the official breakup of the Beatles happened at Disney World.
What?
I know. I'm reading this. I'm as surprised as you. It says while the band had functionally split years earlier, the final legal dissolution? I don't know if I said that right. Came on December 29th, 1974. An attorney brought the final paperwork to John Lennon, who was vacationing with his family at the Polynesian Village Resort at Walt Disney World, where he officially signed the documents that brought the Beatles' legendary career to an end.
And they say dreams come true there.
They do. But they also crushed a lot of dreams.
That's very sad.
A lot of little people's dreams, little girls' dreams who love the Beatles.
Yeah.
2 more of these little known facts, one of which was a 5-foot-tall, 100-pound man single-handedly built a castle from giant coral blocks. Near Homestead, Florida, stands the Coral Castle, a massive structure made of megalithic stone, some weighing as much as 30 tons. It was built entirely by one man, Edward Lead Scownon, between 1923 and 1951. To this day, no one is certain how he quarried, moved, and erected the massive stones by himself, in secrecy,
Samuel.
often working at night. And honestly, it seems like a pyramid type situation. You know, like the pyramid's like, who did it? And it's like, oh, the aliens? Like, no, it wasn't the aliens. It was this Florida man.
Pyramid scheme.
Yeah, the pyramid scheme. The Florida man built the pyramids. That's what I'm trying to say. And finally, I'm not going to use the exact words that this has. I'll change it. And I'm going to change the words a little bit. It is illegal to have, we'll say, romantic relations with a porcupine in Florida. Only in Florida, I guess. It says, while many weird laws are myths or have been taken off the books, Florida Statute 828.12, which covers animal cruelty, has been interpreted to outlaw acts of zoophilia. The specificity with which the porcupine is often cited in discussions of this law makes it one of the most bizarre and memorable statutes in the state.
Florida's crazy.
So return your porcupine immediately, Jack. We don't want you to get in trouble.
Make it a point to.
Yeah, there you go.
Did it?
Yeah, that is crazy. And why porcupines? Like, I mean, why anything? But that's just messed up. But that was Samuel Little Known Fact Part 33, and also Dane's Manifesto Part 87. And now it is time for Jokes with Jack.
Oh no.
And now, it's time for Jokes with Jack.
I relabeled all of the spices on the spice rack in my house. My wife hasn't noticed yet. I'm not in trouble yet, but the time is cumin.
He's saying such dumb
And
jokes.
now, it's time for
So Jack's jokes suck.
And no, Jack didn't say a joke live. He sent in a joke before he knew we were going to do this. And I played it in front of his face so he could witness how bad his jokes are.
That was such a bad joke.
Now you know how we feel every single week.
I'm tearing up right now.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we go through. So just want to let you know, that was Jack's jokes with Jack. So shout out to him and thank you for sending in that joke so you didn't have to do it live for the podcast. I knew you might crumble under pressure. But yeah, that's about it in that area. We're going to save all our. You were trying to call.
It's trying to call Michael.
Yeah, I mean it's 11 p.m. He has a pretty aggressive sleep schedule, I feel. So if you ever go on his Instagram at night, try to DM him. I believe it says he's on like silent or it's muted. So he likes his beauty sleep,
That's
obviously. We're going to save all of our like Spotify responses and Apple reviews, which we don't really get Apple reviews anymore. So if you want to do that, shout out. But most people listen on Spotify. We'll do those all next week. So that way Dane can be involved because some of them usually are associated with him and they're
Dane's
not really
the best.
They're not really targeted for Jack because you didn't know we were gonna do this necessarily.
No, this is the fall break special edition until the next week podcast episode.
Yeah. And also we have entered the next day. It is now 10/25/25 here in
2 months till
Florida.
Christmas. Time to put up a Christmas tree, people.
We did it.
Shout out to you, Lauren.
We did it. We did, everybody. And also Mrs. Jokes with Jack. She also put up some Christmas decorations today. Or yesterday, I guess, at this point.
She's the best.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get into that later. But in the meantime, we have our number one sponsor of the week, who is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And Dane did send in a little voice memo once again. Hey, not yet. Now you can talk.
Come on, Reverend Dane.
So, number one sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Welcome back to the number one sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And Samuel finally came and saw me preach for the first time ever.
Shout out.
This past week, and he said I did a horrible job. And
that's not what I said.
He didn't learn anything from it. So
I said it was good.
There's that. And he's probably lying to you right now saying that he did.
No, I'm not.
But so this past week, I taught on, what was it? I taught on the discipline from the Lord. I don't remember if I talked about this last week, but I started talking about it a little bit. At, or not, I taught on it this past week. So it was over Proverbs 3, verses 11 through 12. Actually, I have the entire talk right here at my feet.
Get ready for the next 20 minutes.
I'm just going to pause really quick. I think he did talk about it last week, but I think he's going to go into more detail right now. So back to Dane.
I have the entire, it's like 8 pages. But I'm not going to read to you the entire 8 pages. But also, side note, I learned a pro preaching tip here from my pastor, and it is when you're making an outline like this, which they have me do, what's it called? Manuscript, which means you write word for word what you're going to say.
Yep.
My pastor's like, he didn't tell me to do this, but he mentions that he does this. He highlights stuff in different tones. That way he knows how to say something or how it should come across. So I have 5 different colors. I have green, which is I'm telling a story, which green means go, so come out from behind the like music stand or whatever I'm teaching from and like engage the audience more. Blue is the intro. That just means I should have it mostly memorized, like kind of hit the highlights, like, hey, we're in this, we're doing this, blah, 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 my name's Dane, blah, blah, blah. So that. Red is, this is scripture, so do not, like, misquote this. Do not, like, skim over this. Yellow is, this is a quote from somebody else, so probably don't skim over this or summarize it or paraphrase it. Orange is to say something with emphasis, say it really loudly and strongly. And purple is to say it slowly and more like not kindly, but like just a gentler tone, if you will. So that. But one thing I wanted to talk about is discipline from the Lord. The main point as to why that I had here was He disciplines us because we are His children. And I told a story on stage about how in 4th grade, I was friends with this guy named Clayton, and he started cussing, and so I started cussing, and I thought it was fun, it was cool, whatever. But then my dad said, hey, you need to cut it out. Like, don't be cussing. It's not that cool. And it's not cool, actually. And then I said the same thing that every kid says whenever they get in trouble and their friends are getting in trouble for something. I said, but Clayton's doing it. And then my dad hit me with something that he didn't mean to be very, very profound. But he hit me with this thing, and years later it is profound. And he said, Dane, I'm not so concerned with what Clayton's doing because Clayton's not my son. You are. And so, likewise, that's how God sees us. And so if we are a son or a daughter of his, which the only people who are sons and daughters of the Lord, this is like not controversial, but this is like something that is misquoted all the time. They say everybody's a child of God. That's not true. Only people who have accepted Jesus's blood as payment for our sins on the cross, his life, death, and resurrection as payment for our sins, are children of God. We are all made in his image, yes, but we are not all children of God. It's just not that way, because there are people who are by nature children of wrath, actually, the Bible says. So, talking about that. So, if we've accepted Jesus' payment for our sins, then we are called sons and daughters of his. And likewise, we are subject to discipline when we are in sin. So if we're in sin, we may be disciplined by our Father in whatever way he chooses. So that, but then also, if we don't think that we're in sin, like we look around our lives, we have people speak into our lives and they say, yeah, I don't think you're in sin anywhere. Then it's also a Genesis 3 world, which means that sin did enter the world in Genesis 3 when Adam and Eve ate the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And then from that moment, the world's been broken. So brokenness happens, and so really bad things happen, just not randomly, but happen without necessarily a cause, or at least what we think is a cause at the time. So, things like that. So, I hope you guys have a great week. And then also, Proverbs 3, 11, and 12 talked about not despising the Lord's discipline. Actually, I should grab my Bible here. I have it, don't worry. My Bible! Hold on. I have to go to Proverbs. It's hard to flip with one hand.
You can do it.
Okay, boom, boom. Psalms, Proverbs. So Proverbs 3, verses 11 and 12. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline or be weary of his reproof. For the Lord reproves him whom he loves, as a father the son in whom he delights. So he delights in you, and by delighting in you, sometimes that means correction. So have a great week. Also, Jack's a communist once again. Good night.
At the end of Jesus Christ, number one sponsor week, Jack is a communist. So that I don't remember him saying that in his sermon. The other stuff he said in the sermon, I don't think he said Jack is a communist.
I think he slipped it into the edited version that he released to the mass public.
Maybe he did. Maybe I missed part of it.
He knew how words.
Yeah, words
he
are difficult.
He knew that I was calling him out on this podcast and I was going to make fun of him. So he came prepared.
I mean, he knew I was going to say stuff and deny that. He was like, oh, he said I was the worst. I'm like, no, I didn't. He's like, oh, he's probably denying this. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, stop. But yeah, thank you, Dane, for sending those in. We always need the Jesus Christ of Nazareth verse of the week. That is very important for this podcast. So shout out to you and shout out to everyone who's listening to this point, because our number 2 sponsor of the week are Jake, Trust and Art, Pretty Ricky, and Reverend Banks.
Yes.
I have not seen any of them recently. You've never seen any of them. Dane's not here, so that's all you get this week. Except Jake, Trust and Art still does make some beautiful art. So if you need anything custom done, specifically like he can do everything, but I've also seen him do like some sports related stuff. And I think he's also painted like some wedding portraits. So if you want anything like really specific, hit that guy up and he will blow your mind out of the water. He's very, very, very talented.
I've never met the guy, but I've seen some of the art online. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
right.
It's awesome. Like he's very talented.
Yeah. Also, never met Reverend Banks, but he runs pretty fast on Strava.
Do you follow him on Strava?
Yeah, I follow him on Strava.
Wild.
He was like, who's this random guy probably
In
following
Florida.
me?
It's like, don't worry about it.
I don't know. Any person who's on the podcast is a friend of mine.
Yeah. Shout out.
That's what makes
including
this
Michael Fuller.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, especially Michael Fuller.
And our number 3 sponsors of the week are Mrs. Jokes with Jack.
Whoa.
And also Mrs. Jokes with Jack's mom. because she cut meat in front of us.
Whoa.
Do you want to say anything about them?
She had a big slab of meat that she just like took out of the fridge.
Threw it on the table.
Yeah. Just like slapped it on the table.
Bloody. So bloody.
No, I think blood splattered on my shirt.
Yeah.
And she got a big butcher knife and was just cutting it up like some like experienced.
Like a butcher. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And like some experienced chef, like 30 years and like unfazed by it. And I thought she was going to cut her hand open. And she's out here like slicing the blade inches, millimeters from her hand and just slices like perfect, I don't know, pieces of, I don't know, was it brisket or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, some kind of beef.
But yeah, it was pretty good. No, but they're pretty awesome.
And she did all that, didn't cup her hands, and then you did 2 rounds of batting practice, and you got hands shredded.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying they're amazing. Sorry. I got off topic, but you said they're both awesome.
They're both awesome. Yeah, shout out to them. They're awesome. They just bless not just me, but also Samuel, but then the rest of the world with, their amazing food that they make and the way they serve the community. Yeah. And it's just, it's a really great way that they show God's love to people. Yeah. So shout out to them.
Both of them. Yes. And I also put up Christmas decorations today in this home. Specifically, Mrs. Jokes with Jack.
Yeah,
which I think we might have mentioned way earlier, but it's been a little bit and it's late, so I just want to point it out again.
Yes. I have one final question about Florida.
Yeah.
What do you think of Florida drivers?
I rode with you. I made it out alive. There's a couple times where I'm like, this could be my last day. We might not get out an episode this week.
Am I that fast of a driver?
Oh, the yellow light. We were so far away. You're like, yeah, I'm going. I'm like, we're not even close. And we went through. It was fine, but there's another car sticking out. I'm like, we were very close to hitting their rear end, and I don't like doing that to people.
Let me just say, it is not the speed limit. It is acceleration limit. There's no acceleration limit. I can go from 0 to 50 as long as it's a 50 speed limit and be fine.
Yeah, it's crazy. And also the guy who we were driving behind earlier, I appreciate him. He was a massive truck. And I think he had a speaker in the bed of his truck that was just playing old school country so stinking loud. Like we had the windows up in your car and you could hear the country music. So then I was like, let's roll down the windows. Let's kind of listen to it.
Garth Brooks was singing to my soul.
Yeah, it was pretty
awesome.
amazing. But he was also driving very sketchy and was kind of, I think, intimidating the drivers around him. But that's what you do when you have a truck in Florida.
Also, unnecessary posed candids by these... white women.
That was during our walk earlier.
Do you want to elaborate?
I don't know if I should. I mean, but I guess you're the married ones. I guess you shouldn't either. Yeah, we were walking around, doing our hot girl walk. And of course, there's plenty of girls also walking, but they're also taking so many photos, quote unquote, candids. Not really candids because they're like, hey,
take this picture.
Natasha.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead of you and we're going to kind of skip and look back and you're going to take pictures of us. And then you're going to do a candid and we're going to switch and us two will go now. And then Stephanie, you'll take a picture of us. And then finally, I don't know, Claire or I don't know, someone like you're going to do the last two. And they kind of kept going through this. And Jack obviously couldn't help himself. So he was like, hey, you can get a picture of me and my boy right here as well. And they're like, of course. And we're like, no, we're good. We're actually good. But then it was awkward because we're walking behind on the sidewalk. And we're like, now it just look like we're walking behind these girls forever. And luckily they finally did turn off, went to the side, take more pictures. And then they, I guess, had more friends in front of them. They're like, what happened to them? I'm like, they're still taking pictures. Like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, you're the good parts of this friend group for sure.
I wanted to frolic along the sidewalk with you and have a photo shoot, but
yeah,
they denied us.
There's still time.
There's still time. There's still
time.
time.
Yeah.
But yeah, these posed candidates, that's what also grinds my gears.
Yeah. I don't want to change the button. I don't want to get to it. Do you have any other final thoughts for the world, as this could be one of your final times on the podcast, unless you visit Missouri sometime soon, besides your jokes with Jack and any voice memos you want to send in the future?
The views of Jack on the podcast do not reflect the views of Jack in real life. Let me just say that.
You're acting like people are going to listen this far. They're going to just hear the first part and be like, yeah, Jack, you're done.
We went from 4.9 down to 4.8 after this episode.
No, it might go back up. Some people might like this.
Let's hope so. But yeah, no, I just feel very blessed and I'm thankful to know you, Samuel. You're a great friend. And also Dane and everyone else, even though I've never met them in person.
Yeah. You really should feel blessed to know us. We're pretty great.
Yeah, I am very fortunate.
and I guess I'm grateful to be friends with you as well. And I know Michael and Alvaro are thankful. And Dane, I won't say his views about you because I don't think that would be a great ending to this podcast.
Yeah, I'll just say this. I know it probably doesn't get enough.
We're doing a Midwest goodbye right now. So
yeah. Oh yeah, it's late.
Yeah.
I'll just say this. I really appreciate Dane's wisdom every week. I usually will listen to it when I'm working, and his preaching and his message and his little devo at the end of the podcast is like a huge blessing, right?
Yeah.
When I'm having a down week or anything, he just points me back to Jesus, and his wisdom and his dedication to serving the Lord is a huge blessing. So just shout out to you, Dane. I know you're not here, but we just really appreciate you.
He had his fingers crossed when he said that.
No.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But some final thoughts. Reach out if you want to make clips for us or buy a $30 shirt shipped to you. Jack's wearing his right now. So shout out to him because I shipped it to him.
Oh, yeah.
Also, if you're in town, you can get shirts cheaper. If you want to buy multiple, hit us up and we can work out a deal as well. Also, use the code Samuel14434 if you want to get a couple of Friday Pickleball paddles with an extra $5 off your order. Some of the best paddles out there for the price, so hit them up and use my code. Also, Dane's ministry support link is in the bio. Keep helping him as he finishes out his residency, which should be another like 8-9 months. So on the back end, it's always helpful to have a few new donors. So if you can do that, please click that link. And then finally, just keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast. And please follow us on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, etc., etc., etc. Please leave us 5 stars in all those locations. Leave voice memos on Instagram if you would like, and we can play it on the pod, and you can be a special guest on the podcast itself. And yeah, just thank you again for listening to episode 148 of the Until Next Week's podcast. We are signing off from Florida.
Woo. Let's go wrestle an alligator.